Good morning, Dubai. Welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, where we go through all of the top trending stories that everyone across the city and the country are talking about. Our big story today, iPhone 15 hype in Dubai. Is it worth it?
We'll also be talking about the world's first underwater floating mosque.
A Dubai couple celebrate 1 million followers on Instagram, and the internet has thoughts.
And after that, we'll be talking about Dubai, of course, like Gulf for food. Gulf for Good helps children in need. We'll be giving you the lowdown on what's happening there.
And later on in the show, designers, creatives, if you're watching, you have the chance to win 50,000 dirham with chatels and more. We had Adrian Shaw, the CEO, on the show yesterday to tell us how, and we're going to have the interview on in a little bit. And we basically put Simran and myself into a bit of a design challenge because we tried to do what they're asking you to do. And if you win that 50K, your design also gets featured in the show. In the store, they make 10 editions of it. Tell them more. Tell them more.
So he came on the show, like Casey said, and he was chatelling us. He was telling us all about the competition. So for the first prize, the winner ultimately gets 50,000 dirhams. That's a major cash prize. And like Casey said, their design goes on to be sold at the store, and the proceedings from that then go to a charity organization. So it's just a great overall campaign that they're running. And of course, there's a second and third prize winner as well. And we were privy to see some of the designs. They are amazing, Casey. Absolutely so innovative, so fresh. Just, I don't know, and that too, what's the word? Like, when multifunctional.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
It's not just like the designs they showed us after the interview. It's like it's like, it's not just a chair. It's a table. It's a this. It's a that. Like, it's got like so many.
Which is so interesting, Simran, because Simran and I had a bit of a challenge, and Simran wins every single challenge that we have on the show, and you'll see it shortly. I won. Adrian chose my chair, which you didn't mention. I thought that's what you were going to lead into.
Oh, yeah. So, Casey definitely won that round.
You made a multifunctional hybrid chair slash vacuum slash cleaning the roofs, which honestly, if they could create that, I mean...
A sitting vacuum chair. How cool is that?
I gave people a throne of the sea. Like when you sit in it, you are king, queen of...
See, I would get that. I would get that design more around the time of like the Little Mermaid releasing, but I feel like that underwater
sustainability
hype is kind of.
Speaking of hype, let's jump into our top story. If you were watching the show a couple of days ago, Simran and I spoke about the iPhone release. So we were questioning whether or not the hype was worth it. But from properties on the palm to a high-tech palm device in the palm of your hand, Apple Mania is here again. The iPhone 15 has launched, but it has not stopped dedicated fans already lining to pre-book. So yesterday we saw hundreds, if not thousands, of people hitting malls in Dubai. The craze was real, and malls were prepped with queue systems to properly manage the queues, which I don't know how they expected it. I mean, it's the iPhone 15. It's not like it's the first one,
Yeah, I know. I mean, it was unreal seeing those numbers over there. The crowds were insane. We asked the question if there is demand for a new iPhone, and these videos are the proof that there is a massive demand in the market. The malls, I mean, I don't think I've seen visuals like this in so long. I don't even think it was like this last year. No,
this is, for some reason, it's something we haven't seen in a few years, but it's kind of ringing true in the fact, the hype on the Nikhil on the palm, people have this cash to spend. But are they doing it for resales? Are they doing it for that kind of smug, I'm the first person to have the phone?
Yeah.
Quick question to you guys. Are you keen on the hype? Are you going to be putting this new device in the palm of your hand? I have the 13. It works pretty well.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty happy with it. So unless my memory starts to lag, unless the phone starts lagging, unless I get a new update and everything slows down, I'm sticking. I've got the 13 Pro, and I think it's
100%.
I still feel I whip out my iPhone. I'm like, you're proud of that.
Yeah.
And the iPhone 15 looks very similar. I'll just stick a 15 on the back.
It looks the absolute same. And the worst thing with these kind of model upgrades is the fact that when you go into a store now to look for a phone cover, this is how they kind of slowly roll out the older models by reducing the amount of accessories you can get on them. So when you go into the store and you look for iPhone 13 Pro cover, you're not going to find one.
Never going to find it.
You look for an iPhone 13 Pro accessory or screen protector, you're not going to find one. And that's how, it's slowly going to be pushed out, and you have to be like, okay, I need to get on the 15 bandwagon, although it's the exact same. They'll change the dimensions slightly. They'll enhance the camera features.
They're calling this one, what is it? It's a titanium, it's a harder shell. It's got greater video game capacity. It's basically like a Mac or phone it's a PC in your hand, which is incredible, but do we need it? But obviously, of course, Apple diehard fans, which as you could probably tell from this conversation, Simran and I are not, but it's because it's a pricey piece of equipment.
Yeah.
However, the Apple diehard fans have proved their worth. They were there ready to get the pre-booking QR code. So they'll be back again today to get their hands on the product. Now, they could be buying it for people abroad. They could be buying it because they want to sell it on, but they're there. And well done to the malls for getting those queuing systems in place.
And I mean, of course, like Casey said, diehard Apple fans, it's the time for them, all these new products coming out, and that too, we know Chai and so many other colleagues in our office who are so obsessed with Apple. They are literally online checking out when it's releasing, what are the new features, what exactly they can be trading in their current iPhone for the new iPhone 4. So it's an exciting time for Apple users who are diehard fans. But moving on to our next story, Dubai to open the world's first underwater floating mosque. So this is quite an interesting story, and that has a lot of mixed reactions online. So Khaleej Times has unveiled that Dubai will be unveiling a groundbreaking 55 million underwater floating mosque project in Dubai. So conceptualized to perfection, this innovative marvel will comprise two halves, with one gracefully floating above the water's surface, featuring serene sitting areas and a delightful coffee shop. In contrast, the other half will be submerged beneath the azure waters.
Can we just say this sounds incredible? I imagine that when this is actually unveiled and open to the public, people will travel from all over the world to see it. So inside, you'll discover 3 breathtaking floors, but it's the underwater deck that's set to make waves. The submerged sanctuary will double as a tranquil praying area, complete with ablution facilities and washrooms, offering worshippers an extraordinary opportunity to connect with the divine beneath the sea. So this is actually a project by the Islamic Affairs and Charitable Activities Department, ACAD, if you want more information, who recently unveiled the ambitious project, promising an unforgettable experience for all who visit.
So Ahmed Al-Mansouri, an IACAD representative, has confirmed that the construction will kick off shortly, although the exact location remains a mystery for now. However, one thing's for sure, it'll be a bridge away from the mainland, ensuring convenient access for all worshippers. And we know the UAE's history with pearl diving and its deep-rooted connection with the sea and underwater. So this project is quite meaningful if you think about it. But when we put out this post on Instagram, the reactions were so mixed. So you had people going like, this is massive, a very different concept. It really connects you to nature. It kind of puts you in such a serene environment. And then you have people going like, what's the point? A mosque is a place for prayers and not a stunt or show off. So people have very different takes on this.
Well, if they have questions, you can take it to the ICAD who can answer them. But that's just the nature of online. And when you have a platform as big as ours, we're talking 1.1 million followers, you do always get every which what answer, right?
Yeah.
Which leads us to our next story. This also got a divided opinion. A Dubai couple celebrate 1 million followers. So this is a couple you probably know and love, especially if you're on TikTok. Nora and Khaled, who we've had on the show before, they are big on energy, and now they're also big on followers. The couple who kickstarted their social media journey during COVID, so not that long ago, they have now reached 1 million followers on Instagram.
So basically, they celebrated by capturing the moment they crossed 1 million followers on Instagram with their friends. And they said, we did it 9 months of consistency later. And here we are, 1 million, baby. Love you guys so much. Thank you. So that was their message to their followers.
Yes, it was. And then a lot of people are saying, congratulations, you deserve it. Everyone celebrating with you guys is wholesome. And then there was 1 or 2 kind of negative comments being like, why do you need to celebrate this?
Yeah.
I just thought it was a bit of a risky move when you celebrated at the 1 million, because just in case you get people, that negativity, you do the unfollow, the mass unfollow. It's happened a good bit in the UK before when someone's like, oh, I got to 10,000, thank you so much. And then you've got like that 200 people who are like, not for now. Let's get you back in your box. How dare you celebrate your success?
Yes.
Because not only is this success for them, let's be real here. This is a business. Like as much as sharing with their followers, like this is their livelihood. So if I had a moment of success and if their game is social media, of course they're going to celebrate in some way. And that's actually very sweet. They have their whole family together watching a clock counted down.
It is sweet, and they have built a community for themselves, right? They have people who are interested, people who are invested in their lives, invested in their content, and take inspiration from them, take so much from them. So for, you know, like celebrating with their Insta fam, with their social media followers, it's a little intimate. And it shows how much, I don't know, like it shows a lot of gratitude and appreciation. Although it's like, of course, social media comes with its, you know, a little fair bit of like frivolousness around it, but like it is what it is, and they have worked hard for it. You know, you don't get 1 million followers overnight.
True, exactly. And I think they are probably well used to the negativity and the criticism that comes with it, because in general, it doesn't matter what you post on social media, there's always going to be people who don't like what you say. Even if it's the most kind of wholesome story, there'll be comments about it. So if you're reaching 1 million, they're very well used to it, especially because what they share is so personal and it's so true to them. And they're very big on energy and positivity. But at the same time, there is always those comments that come through that people who don't support. But the majority here is people saying congratulations. You know, their story is so beautiful. They actually shared how they first met and how it was just this kind of immediate moment and this immediate chemistry between them. To give you goosebumps. And then they had a magical wedding, which was actually covered by Vogue. And I don't mean that in a covered by a magazine gave them a lot of money to share it, but it's because they've got two heritages coming together in Dubai where they celebrated their wedding. And that's just kind of shines a light on how Dubai is so open to so many people coming together and finding love. So they actually have a very sweet story, and congratulations to them for such a milestone.
But then, of course, we know people love to hate. So it's nothing new that we're seeing, you know, like difference of opinions on the story. It's just, it comes with the game, like you said. It
comes with the game, and I'm sure they're well used to it. But the majority is saying congratulations, which we love. 8:52 on this Friday morning. I hope you're looking forward to the weekend as much as we are. But before we get there, we've got two phenomenal interviews coming your way. First, we're going to kick off with the chairwoman at Golf for Good, Catherine Kiersey. She's going to be with us right after this very short break. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show. We are now joined by Kat Kiersey, the chairwoman at Golf for Good, who have hosted more than 100 challenges, raising almost $5 million for 63 projects in 30 countries, helping 33,000 children in need. What an achievement. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. It's such an honor.
Tell us a little about Gulf Foods and Golf for Good and what exactly it is.
So Golf for Good is a not-for-profit registered in the UAE. We raise money for children's charity projects around the world. We do that by taking people on amazing adventures like hiking to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro or hiking to Everest Base Camp, various things like that. And when those people are going on those adventures, we call them challenges. They're raising money for children's projects. Have a set amount for the trip, that is the cost for the trip, the cost that the ground handlers charge us. And then on top of that, we have a fundraising target, which is typically 5,000 dirhams per person per challenge. And that's the target. So if we have 10 people on a challenge, we'll be raising 50,000. If we have 20, 100, and so on. And we will help and support. It's an overwhelming task sometimes, I think, for people who are joining on our challenges. But there's lots of support. We're fully licensed, so we have the approval from ICAD to raise money. So you're allowed to set up a Yalla Give page and people can donate directly. You can do fundraising events around the city. We'll give you a letter which you can send to organizations and they could sponsor you directly, and then they can use their brand logo, like the top of Mount Kilimanjaro if they wanted. So there's varying different ways that we support when it comes to fundraising. We've got lots of ideas that we can also give to people to help them host events that they invite people to, and they could, charge to raise money, and that money would then go towards their fundraising target.
Have you seen over the years any kind of unique fundraising that people have done to reach the target? And maybe what's the most that someone has ever reached?
Oh, gosh, now you're asking. So we have an amazing chap who works really closely with us called Derek Ballas, and he is a fundraising guru. I don't know how he does it. I think he's just got so many different contacts and he's not afraid to ask. I think people can be a bit nervous about asking sometimes. And what I've experienced is that actually people are really willing to give. And one of the reasons we split the cost model, because it used to be different, everything was wrapped in together.
Before you leave us, very quickly, we have an amazing community here in Dubai, and it just shows with everything that you guys are doing at Gulf for Good. So well done. How can people get in touch with you if they want to join the next challenge, or if they simply maybe want to donate their time?
Perfect. Yeah, so reach out to us at our website. You can also contact us via, we have Instagram, LinkedIn, we have Facebook. We have various WhatsApp groups. So Golf for Good, the number 4 or the word 4, both work, and you can search us. We're on all the social media channels. We have our ball coming up on the 28th of October, so we'd love to see as many of you in Dubai there as possible. It'll be at the Ritz-Carlton in JBR. It's a wonderful evening, the night of hope and light. And I think this year it's going to be really incredible. So you could buy a table or a ticket and come along and meet our community. Namibia is the 4th to the 10th of November, so that's cycling around there. We've still got spaces if people want to sign up. I always sign up for challenges about 3 weeks before they go, much to the annoyance of my team.
I feel like that's a very Dubai thing, like not planning in advance and then getting involved.
No, for sure. I think I signed up to Kilimanjaro 3 weeks before they went and didn't do any training. But anyway, it's fine. Got to the top of the mountain.
Living life on the edge.
Yeah, so I would say all of those things. Plus, we do loads of CSR with organisations around the UAE. We work with amazing companies. Kibsons have a donation button on their website, so when people check out with buying their fruit and veg, they can donate to Golf for Good. So we're really open to partnering with any organisations. Just reach out to us. We've got an amazing team of people who we work with. Millie, Lama, Roshni, Vatnani, and Naveed. So anyway, we're all of the team is on the website, and you can find all about us there.
Busy bees.
Very busy.
Busy bees.
Yeah.
Kat, thank you so much for your time this morning. We truly appreciate it. Guys, it's Friday morning. Next up, we have the CEO of Chatels & More telling us how you can win 50,000 dirhams simply by designing a chair with a sustainability element. Please stay tuned. It's going to be with us after this very short break. Hey guys, welcome back to the Lovin Dubai show, calling all designers and creatives. Chatels & More is launching a new design contest in collaboration with Dubai Home Festival, where one winner takes home a grand prize of 50,000 dirham. Yes, they do. Today we're joined by Adrian Shaw, CEO of Chatels & More, to tell us more. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the show. So are you a morning person, evening person? Is this too early for you?
No, morning person. Definitely a morning person.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
50,000 dirham is on the table for this grand prize. Tell us, what is it about?
Okay, it's about designing a chair. If you look at Chatels & More, the brand name and the name of the showroom, we have an and in the middle. So it's designing a chair around that and. And that's how you can win 50,000 dirhams.
Oh my God, that is a lot of money to be winning. I can just imagine everyone watching this pulling out their paper.
I'm going to leave right now and get out to my design, my creative, open up Canva, Creator Studio,
Open up Instagram, scribbling up designs.
True, but the likelihood, like, what are you actually looking for? Could Simran and I take the prize, basically?
Yes.
Of course, yes, you can. Anyone can enter. We're aiming at any designers in the UAE or anyone that can design. There's some sort of simple rules to follow when you're doing it. It needs to be sort of sustainable in a way. It needs to be sort of eye-catching, a good design. And once the design is done, we'll actually get it. Whoever wins, we'll get it produced by Algerg Joinery, which is part of our group, and they will produce 10 pieces, and then we will sell them in Chatels & More, and then we'll donate the money to an environmental group that's in the UAE.
Wow, super cool.
Okay, so basically the winner gets 50,000 dirhams as a cash prize.
Yes.
They can spend anywhere, do anything with that money, right?
They can, yes.
And then their design goes on to be created and sold in Chatels & More, where a percentage goes to a charity organization.
For the environment, yes.
Okay, so now...
Because it's the year of sustainability, so it's part of that as well.
So is there only one winner or are there 3 winners? How many winners are there?
There's one main winner,
okay,
and then there's second and third as well.
Second, third prizes. Oh, fun stuff.
And you mentioned sustainability being important. Why is that a particular core part of the project?
I think it's to bring awareness to everybody about sustainability. And if you use some sustainable fabrics and ways of making the product, obviously it's better for the environment as well.
Okay, so what are the criterias again? So it has to be sustainable, eye-catching.
Yeah, state of the art.
State of the art.
It needs to be in the shape of an and.
Okay.
So it needs to be a chair. So if you look at Chattels and More, you'll see the and in the middle, so that can give you some ideas and some direction.
So it's not like any version of an and, it has to be the and in the
ampersand.
logo.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. But it doesn't have to be that color. It could be you could use leathers, you could use wood, cork, anything, any ideas that you come up with. And then send the design through to us. Go to chattelsandmore.com
Okay.
before the 28th and upload your design there, and then we'll review it, and then we'll get the winners into a big grand prize draw that we have in Mall of the Emirates at Chattels and More.
Amazing.
Okay.
This city is just full of creatives.
Yes.
People come to live here. So I would love a sneak peek or to understand, the level of submissions you're getting already, because yes, we're creatives, but also we like money. The level of creativity that's coming through. How many submissions have you seen so
We've
far?
had hundreds.
Hundreds, amazing.
Hundreds so far, yeah.
Damn
Hundreds.
it.
God, so do you have, like, from the hundreds that you've received so far, do you have, like, your top picks?
I
Some that
do
are
myself,
standard,
but
yeah.
we're going to put them all together and keep them all together. Then we'll have a jury that will come through and go through them all and sort them out. And then obviously we'll look at how it can be made as well to make sure it can be actually constructed.
Okay.
And that will all come into play, and then we'll decide who the winner is.
Honestly, this is such a great campaign, like super creative in terms of like, it's a win-win-win situation
yeah.
for everyone involved.
Yeah, it is. It's a great campaign.
And what I would love to know is, of the people creating these chairs, are they going style or comfort? Is it, is it getting that really visual creation, or do they want to make people ensure that when it's made, they just like to sit down?
Yeah.
Like when I buy a couch, I'm going for comfort.
Exactly.
I think it is comfort. If you look at them, they all seem to be very comfortable and look comfortable. But there's certainly style in there as well. So there's a mix between the two.
And sorry, how are people sending them in? Is it like, I'm going to put it on a piece of paper, or is there a specific way, a format to
Yeah,
send
if you go
it
to
in?
chattelsandmore.com,
It's
it
got
tells
it,
you
okay.
how you can do it, and then they just upload the
Okay, so head on to
paper.
chattelsandmore.com. But now let's talk more about you as a CEO of Chattels and More. How does it feel to be a CEO?
It feels great. It feels great. I work for a wonderful company. Chattels and More is a brilliant company. And we go and do the buying every year. So the product that we have in Chattels and More is always changing. It's always new. We'd like to say that we're always surprising. So when a customer goes in there, they see something different every time they go in there. So we make sure we choose smaller amounts of the products from our manufacturers, and then we're always changing and bringing new products in.
It's cool. There's some big names in the furniture game, and Chattels and More is obviously one of them. But what was cool before the show was that you gave us a history of how the name came about and what it actually means. And I think that would be really interesting to people if you shared it.
Okay, yes. Well, it took 9 months to come up with the name, so it was like having a baby.
Wow.
And
She's growing now. She's maturing.
She's
a
a big
teen.
girl, yeah. And chattels is an old English word that means goods and chattels, so everything in your house. So Chattels and More is basically everything that's in your home. And that we just came up with the name, and that stuck, and it's just grown and grown and grown from there.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So before getting into Chattels and More, what were you doing before that?
I've always been in furniture. My whole life I've been in furniture. I started out as a salesman when I was at school and working weekends, and just worked through different companies, and it took me around the world. I've been very lucky. I've been to the Far East, I've been to America, I've been to Scandinavia, been to
Wow.
Europe, and now Dubai.
You're practically a vet.
A veteran.
Though, I don't know about ever watching the show, but I feel like we're a big City of Furniture fans, and you're bringing your expertise from all over the world to the city. What type of trends do you see? Because whenever people move, they have to furnish a new apartment, which must be great for business. But are there specific trends that people always follow? Are we very practical? Are we boring because we move a lot? Or do people go big? Are they splurging when they come to shop?
If we come into Chattels and More, especially in Mall of the Emirates, we have such a diverse customer base. Every nationality you can think of comes in there. And we have designers in the showroom, and we have very professional customer-focused salespeople, and they will help you out. So if you go in there with your style in mind and an idea of what you want, then they'll be able to sort of take you around the showroom and choose a product for you. But it can be comfort, it can be style, It can be, if you've got kids, you have something different to, if you have pets.
The more practical.
Yeah, it becomes more practical then. But we cater for really everybody in the showroom, from big sofas to small sofas for price-wise as well, price points.
You guys have been very generous with your campaigns, in years, like last year you guys gave away, you guys paid the shopping bills of your customers.
Yeah, I remember
this
that.
Year. Yeah,
that was amazing.
Yeah.
Like all really fun and generous campaigns even this year, and it's like, it's contributing back to society as well.
Mm-hmm.
And now you say you have like interiors in the stores who help customers out with, when they're picking and to help them choose and kind of style and design their homes.
Yeah.
What other features or, what else does your store offer that other furniture stores don't?
I think that we sort of offer a complete package. So when you walk in, it's not even when you walk in anymore, it's when you go online, because everyone goes to Instagram first to check what styles are around there, or Pinterest. Then we've got a very good e-commerce site, which shows everything that's in the showroom. So our customers tend to go to e-commerce, have a look around. Then they'll go into the showroom to try the product. So they'll talk to the salespeople. And then maybe they'll leave and go home and talk to the husband or the wife and then order online. So there's that whole sort of process that customers go through now. And it works really, really well. So you've got sort of the bricks and mortar where you can see the product, and you've got the e-commerce and online and social media where you can sort of play around and have a look and see what the styles are.
So what furniture do you have in your own house?
All Chattels and More.
Oh, what do you say is your favorite furniture brand?
Chattels and More. But I have a puppy now, and the puppy is eating all of my furniture. It's like she's going through this teething stage, so I need to change it all again.
It's so interesting because I feel like in specific stages in your life you buy for, like, I think
yourself,
like mid-20s you're
kids.
buying for yourself, and then you actually have to move into that more practical purchase, which is a shame, whether it's puppies or babies or a significant other that you have to make room for, like make furniture that allows spillages.
Yes, true, very true.
So no white sofas. Tell me, how do people maintain white sofas? How?
We have great cleaning companies over here. We use a cleaning company, and after every sort of 6 months of having a sofa from us, we've got this Italian guy that's got this special cleaning product and machine, and he'll come out to your house and clean everything, and it's really, really good.
Oh wow!
It's really, really good.
So worth it if you buy something expensive.
Is it a free service?
Not from.
Okay. Right.
Simran did mention that you guys have done some really cool campaigns over the years, and that keeps the customer interested. But obviously furniture is something that people kind of do long-term buys for. So as a store, how do you stay innovative, and how do you stay ahead of the game and ahead of the trends?
You're right, it is a considered purchase, but the time span between people buying now is getting a lot shorter. So furniture is like fashion now. So when you change your clothes every year, customers come in and change the cushions or the throws or the rugs, the carpets or the lighting. And every year they're coming in to change the product. So the actual visit of the customer is getting shorter and shorter. But again, it is about sort of having competitions, events. We do a lot of events with designers, and designers go out and sort of bring customers into the showroom as well. So there's lots of events going on in the store. And I think it's just about making it exciting, when you come into the store, making it a bit different, and that's what we aim to do.
Yeah.
I think there are two types of people in the world. Like, I could furniture shop all day, every day at the weekends, and then my partner is just like, not a hope. So he'll do the online, and I'll do, because if you're buying something considered, you want to be in the store seeing it.
Yeah, you do.
And hopefully one of our designs will soon be sitting in Chattels
In the competition.
In the competition. Well, no, this is just for a bit of fun, but
Yeah.
before you leave us, we'd love to play a quick game.
Okay.
What we're going to do, because Chattels More is asking you to design their ampersand to win 50k, what we're going to do today is Simran and I are going to do a quick design competition, and we'd like you to give your honest feedback on which one is better.
Okay.
So I'm going to bring the board over. If you could explain to people again what the requirements are, so they know what you're judging ours on, that would be great.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay. So Adrian, what do we need to draw here?
Okay. Chattels and More, the and in the middle. Okay.
in the middle,
This is your inspiration.
Okay. Let's do this. Are you ready, Casey?
Okay, I'm going to get the
ready to
powers that
lose?
be to I'm so concerned about this. I hate to lose. Oh,
Are you okay? A little bit of trash talking before?
Yeah.
Simran and I are quite competitive. She always wins these games. Guys, how much time do we have on the clock?
Good colour.
He likes the color. That's all he likes so far.
Whoa.
I'd like to explain mine once we're done.
That's like a fish.
Ta-da!
Oh, that's cute. I like the fit. It's better than mine.
I would like to give a quick rundown
Okay.
of
I
what
don't
went
know.
into mine. We went for a royal vibe, ethereal, under the water, mermaid, in line with the theme of sustainability.
Okay.
To just make that person feel like a hero when they're sitting in their Chatel Zamor chair.
I don't see it. I don't.
Of course
see
you
it.
don't. Tell us about yours.
Okay, so mine's a hybrid. So basically, it's a broom/chair. So here there are going to be wheels, right? So you can just like roll across, and this broom thing, it like
Will clean the
sweeps the
floor.
floor.
Yeah,
It
okay.
sweeps the floor as you go. And this, if you're taking it like under like low surfaces, it kind of like cleans the surface as well.
Okay.
Cleaner from top. And these are just eyes for the design, pretty cute. And then this is like a fat underbelly of the vacuum/duster. So the person can sleep and kind of control it from there.
Simran's gone for an all-in-one product. And I've gone for more royal, ethereal
House
vibe.
cleaning, comfortable. So is it functional or comfortable?
No, it's both.
Okay.
That's what makes it sustainable.
Okay, CEO of Chatel Zamor, Adrian Shaw, what are your thoughts? Who has won today's game?
We only have
Casey.
one.
High five! High five! I won! Come on! Come on!
You came second.
Thank you very much.
Well, obviously, there's no one else
So well
here.
done, second.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
That is all we have time for. Adrian, if you want to let people know where they can find the competition very quickly.
Chattelsamore.com. Go to our website and you'll see all the details on there and just upload your design.
Amazing. Thank you so much, guys. That is all we have time for on the Lovin Dubai show this morning. We'll be back with you same time, same place. Simran as a sore loser and me as a winner. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
And goodbye for me.